single moment. Transformation is rarely dramatic. It is subtle, gradual, and often invisible until one day you look back and realize that everything is different. What separates those who live ordinary lives from those who achieve extraordinary success? Mornings are sacred. They use this time to reflect, plan, and prepare mentally for the challenges ahead. Meditation, journaling, exercise, and goal review are all simple practices that produce massive results when done consistently. This is where clarity and focus are born. A strong morning routine creates momentum, and momentum compounds throughout the day. Even small actions, like making your bed or reading for 10 minutes, signal to your brain that today is purposeful. If you can control the start of your day, you can influence the entire outcome of your day. Over time, these small wins accumulate into a life of discipline, clarity, and achievement. The habit of continuous learning. The world is constantly evolving, and so must you. Knowledge is the one asset that compounds over time. Every hour spent learning something new, whether it is reading a book, watching an educational video, or mastering a skill, builds mental wealth. Successful people never stop growing because they understand that stagnation is the enemy of progress. Learning is not just about acquiring information, it is about perspective. Every idea, concept, and experience expands your thinking and enhances your decision-making. Curiosity becomes a superpower when you actively seek growth every day. Your brain thrives on new challenges, and by feeding it knowledge consistently, you build confidence, adaptability, and creativity. Learning is the habit that keeps you ahead in life, allowing you to seize opportunities that others overlook. Remember, the knowledge you gain today becomes the results you achieve tomorrow. Practicing gratitude, daily gratitude, is one of the most underestimated habits in personal development. The mind is naturally inclined to focus on problems, challenges, and what is lacking. This negativity bias can shape your perception of life, keeping you trapped in dissatisfaction. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance. By intentionally recognizing what you have, you create a mindset of appreciation that transforms your emotional state and interactions with others. Journaling 3 things you are grateful for each day. Expressing thanks to people around you, or even silently acknowledging your blessings, rewires your brain to see opportunity, positivity, and hope. Gratitude does not ignore problems, it changes the way you respond to them. People who practice gratitude consistently report higher energy, better relationships, and more resilience in the face of adversity. This is where mindset meets emotion, and where life truly begins to feel richer. Taking care of your body through discipline. Your body is the vessel that carries your mind and dreams. Neglecting it is a habit that silently drains energy, focus, and motivation. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and sufficient rest are not just physical practices. They are mental and emotional investments. Exercise releases chemicals that boost mood, focus, and creativity. Eating well fuels the brain, and proper sleep ensures memory, decision-making, and overall health. Discipline in caring for your body builds confidence, resilience, and clarity. Small daily actions like walking, stretching, or drinking water consistently compound into long-term health and vitality. The energy you gain from a strong body allows you to tackle challenges, pursue goals, and maintain consistency in every area of life. Physical wellness is not optional. If you want to live a life of productivity and fulfillment, it is the foundation that supports every other habit you cultivate. The habit of taking consistent action. Ideas, dreams, and plans are worthless without execution. Action is the bridge between intention and reality. Most people fail not because they lack knowledge or resources, but because they hesitate, procrastinate, or overthink. Taking consistent action, even in small steps, produces results that compound over time. It is the accumulation of daily effort, persistence, and accountability that separates achievers from dreamers. When you commit to action, setbacks become lessons, obstacles become challenges to overcome, and momentum begins to build. Consistency is the magic ingredient. Doing something every day, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goals. The key is to start before you feel ready, to embrace discomfort, and to learn through doing. Action fuels confidence, creates opportunities, and reinforces belief in your own potential. Let me pause here and ask you something. Imagine if you applied just one of these habits every day for a month. Imagine if you applied all 5 consistently for a year. The life you could create is unimaginable. Change is not about sudden transformations. It is about deliberate, repeated actions that become part of your identity. Habits are invisible forces shaping your reality. They determine whether you succeed or struggle, whether you grow or stagnate, whether you thrive or merely survive. These 5 habits work together. Your morning routine primes your mind for focus. Continuous learning keeps your brain sharp and adaptable. Gratitude shifts your perspective to abundance. Caring for your body provides the energy and clarity needed for sustained effort, and consistent action turns potential into tangible results. Together, they create a life that is aligned, purposeful, and extraordinary. The interesting part is that these habits are not dependent on external circumstances. You do not need more money, more time, or more luck to start. You only need the decision to begin, the courage to persist, and the patience to allow the results to compound. Every small action you take today creates the reality you will live tomorrow. Habits are the architects of destiny. A tip to make these habits stick is to pair them with existing routines, track progress, and celebrate small wins. Accountability, reflection, and visualization are powerful tools to reinforce behavior. Each habit is not an isolated task, but part of a larger framework for a thriving life. Imagine your life 5 years from now. If these habits are applied consistently, you will think differently, act differently, and live differently. Relationships will improve, opportunities will multiply, and challenges will feel manageable. Your mind will be sharper, your body stronger, and your perspective clearer. Success will no longer feel like a distant dream, but a natural outcome of your disciplined, intentional actions. Do not underestimate the power of habits. They are invisible forces guiding every decision, shaping every thought, and determining every outcome. Small habits, repeated over time, produce massive transformations. It is not magic. It is the compounding effect of consistent, intentional action. Here is something to challenge you today. Pick one habit from this list and commit to it for the next 30 days. Write it down, track it, and reflect on the change it creates. You will notice that one small habit can trigger a cascade of improvements in other areas of your life. The momentum gained from one change often inspires others. This is how transformation begins. The life you desire is not built by occasional effort or fleeting motivation. It is built by habits that are repeated, refined, and reinforced over time. These 5 habits are not quick fixes. They are life-changing practices that mold your identity and shape your destiny. When you make them part of who you are, everything changes. Your decisions, energy, relationships, and opportunities align with the life you are capable of creating. If you are serious about transformation, start today. Begin with one habit, then another, until they are all part of your daily routine. Watch how your mornings become intentional, your mind grows, your perspective shifts, your body strengthens, and your actions produce consistent results. Over time, you will look back and realize that you are not the same person you were before. Habits have silently, relentlessly, and powerfully transformed your life. Remember, mastery is not about grand gestures or luck. It is about small, consistent habits that compound into extraordinary results. The journey is not easy, but it is worth every effort. Your future is the sum of your habits, and by choosing the right ones today, you are choosing the life you want tomorrow. If you found value in these habits and want more tools to reshape your mindset and life? Subscribe to
Mindset Power Code.
We explore the habits, strategies, and philosophies that create extraordinary results. Change begins with a single step. Take that step today and watch your life transform in ways you never thought possible.